What are your goals for starting with this spring, sort of before you get into the season? Just what are your goals for improvement? What are the areas that you're looking to address when you're coming off the kind of year that you just had?
Yeah, shoot. I think the way I set my goals is kind of like through each kind of like session of the year. So I have more of like a performance goal. In the winter, still in the spring. It goes through the spring. Not there's no stats or nothing. So kind of just thinking about like some of my moves and like trying to just create something new. I know what I have in my game. What can I work on? Like my weaknesses and stuff. And as far as like the season, I don't have a goal yet. I mean, I've been thinking about it, but I try not to come up with like obviously I want to have a better year. But like a tangible goal, yeah, I haven't come up with that yet.
Right here on the right. Zach?
Here's your thoughts on some of the new guys. Isaiah World, Alex Hark, you guys you're going
Hmm.
against a lot in practice. What have you seen from him so far? Kind of been impressed with him.
Yeah, shoot, both of those guys I think are really good. I mean, I feel like last year, like a Johnny and Josh are like the best tackles I faced all year, and then like coming straight into spring ball, obviously they're different guys, but I don't think there's really a drop off as far as like talent wise or just how good they are as a player. So I mean, it's cool to go against new guys who are who are very good, and even the guys like freshmen last year. I feel like this year is like the twos. I don't feel like no one's far off from each other. Like I think everybody's competing. Everybody has a chance, and I don't know. I think the O line room looks pretty good.
Right here on the left, Eric.
Yeah, Mateo, I'm curious when you have a year like last year, you lead the Big Ten in sacks and you start getting a little bit more attention. How does that maybe impact your confidence and just kind of the buy-in of like, I've proven myself. I know you're probably pretty confident no matter what, but I've proven myself I can do this at as high a level as anybody in this conference.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like just coming into college, feel like I feel like kind of everybody has that. Like I know I could do this and do that. And, you go through your freshman year. I say you have like in my opinion, I thought I had like a okay year, like a decent year. Not really noticeable, like on the stat sheet or anything. And just knowing where I can grow, and then just kind of showing more in my sophomore year. So I don't know. I feel like I still have the same approach. Just want to keep getting better, and when kind of based off the last question, when you go against guys every day who are some of the best guys in the country, when you go into a game against other people, you feel pretty confident.
Back left, Matt.
It's your third year now in the program, and that's kind of like a natural progression of leadership and showing more of your voice. And do you embrace that? How comfortable are you having that responsibility for a defense that's got a lot of new faces?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, I think leadership is new for me. I don't think I was ever like a vocal guy in high school. Um, Always kind of just lead by example. But I definitely been pushed outside my comfort zone this year and just talk more and just express more to the team, just especially to the defense or like especially my room. I feel like just starting in my room and just trying to lead by example. And we got a lot of older guys in the room, Blake and Tatum Tuioti. So we all came in together and we got some young guys in there. So it's kind of easy to lead in there. And that just transfers over to the defense and then the team.
Front left, James.
Not just lead here on campus and in the room, Mateo, but when the guys who are leaving to the NFL, both here and across the country, you're one of the top 2 or 3 returning pass rushers in the country. And certainly a lot of people in the Big Ten otherwise will look at you that way. How do you feel about that, and how do you go about preparing when everybody was preparing for both you and Jordan and everybody else before, when
Mhm.
Jordan's not one of those guys now and it's going to be you every week?
Yeah.
How do you have to go about it in an off season, changing like you talked about with your
Mhm.
moves to be ready for every counter because everybody's going to be looking at you?
Yeah. Shoot. I think like looking at my past year, I know I was successful with like certain moves. Like or I just think of passers like I'm a pitcher. So like I feel like I was successful on my fastball. Something this year I wanted to work on is like just like counter rushes or just other types of rushes, powers. 'Cause I don't know. I didn't feel like I showed a lot of that last year. And just knowing people are gonna watch me, they gonna know what I'm gonna do. I might get chipped, but even if I do get more attention, I know the other guys on the other side too. We got some pretty good talent all around in the front.
Right here on the right out.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago we were talking about you, Blake, and Tatum coming in and learning the system and contributing right away. I'm wondering what's it like for all three of you guys entering year 3 and what that learning process has been like. And now all three of you are leaders in that room.
Yeah. Shoot. It didn't feel that long ago when we all got here, and just kind of getting thrown in the fire and just learning I'm pretty sure if you ask anybody on the defense, like the playbook, the scheme is complicated. So just being thrown in the fire, trying to learn everything, and now I feel like I think it's either our room or maybe the ILBs between like whoever has the most reps for like returning reps on the defense. So just knowing the defense, knowing the scheme, and then having that kind of just older like leadership role, as you said, is definitely like it's just a new role, and I definitely think it'll help out the team.
Two more in the back, Ashley and then Matt.
Last season, you guys talked a lot about how connected you guys were as a team. Are you feeling that same connection going in with some new faces and some players leaving?
Yeah. I definitely think so. It's only in the spring, but shoot, I definitely say last year there was a lot more leadership. Just like guys who were there before, and then every team is different, of course. But I don't know. I feel like it's a funny team this year. It's just a lot of cool personalities, and everybody. We all hang out outside the facility and stuff. So it's definitely a brotherhood.
Back left, Matt.
Elijah rushing, and also how much do you get time with Matt Johnson? Just kind of the impact those two guys could bring to your room as younger players.
Yeah, shoot. There's a lot of emerging younger players on the front, but especially those two guys. I'll start with Elijah. I remember he came in last year as a freshman, just tall, lanky, like 6'7" guy. But I think the thing that stood out the most, like he prepared and he worked hard every week. Like of course in the off season, but I'm pretty sure he knew he probably wasn't gonna get to play, but he prepared as if it was a national championship and he was going to play every snap. So just putting himself in that position, he's definitely going to have a role this year. I think he's been rushing the passer really well. I'm excited for him. And then Matt Johnson, new guy from De La Salle. I say he's pretty strong in the run game. I think he's going to do good too. He's been showing some good stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of new faces that'll pop out this year, especially. I think Keeks and Lopa is going to be a real talent to see. Just a lot of new guys.